This is a certified hood classic.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. All right, you guys. Welcome, everybody for our Tekken 8 review. Game is already out. It's been like we're already like the second week into the game and everything. Our review is gonna be real short, so we gotta come back with a review. So joining me is none other than my homeboy, the Mr. Horong expert, Drago.
Yo, what up?
Dragosiege. Yeah, definitely. He has really has both of us have like a history with Tekken, so definitely what we're gonna talk about is we're gonna go with the gameplay, story, online content, and we're gonna conclude it. So we're gonna shoot straight off the bat. We're gonna talk about the gameplay. Hold on. Let's kind of introduce. I'm gonna introduce myself. I go by MadMike and stuff. MadMike 54, and of course, and Drago. But yeah, let's go shoot straight off the bat. Tekken 8's gameplay. Tekken 8's gameplay is definitely incredible. They never really miss.
Yep.
It never really missed, and this is definitely the first time that Tekken has really broke the arcade tradition, because they usually put out the game before hitting the console. So this is the first Tekken game that they launch it on consoles, and not only is it the first time that they broke the arcade tradition, but they actually implemented chip damage into their gameplay. So that's really definitely a big move for Namco for what they doing. For the gameplay, it's definitely incredible. They really added a new mechanic called the heat mechanic, that which is definitely the I would say really Tekken 7's Rage Drive, but it's the V trigger form, Street Fighter 5's V trigger form, or I would say.
Yeah, it's kind of like having to start your heat, you have a mini, I guess, Rage Art sort of deal. Just almost like a super armored move, not a Rage Art.
Mm-hmm.
And then coming out of it, like you said, it's kind of like the Rage Drive. You have your big move, or some characters have multiple moves that they can do that consume part of your heat.
Yeah.
It
definitely does. It's pretty much like instinct meter, like Killer Instinct's instinct meter, whereas they have more moves during during heat mode. And you just want to use your all the heat meter to have a big move heat drive. I would just call it the heat drive and stuff. So that's kind of it makes the battle more intense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, Rage Arts are back, definitely back, from Tekken 7, and of course, this time around is a kind of scaled down a little bit on the Rage Art, the damage wise. Cause if you try to combo into it, and then the damage will scale. The damage will scale when you use a Rage Art, because that's what I see from my experience playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because you thought your combo was gonna kill, but it didn't.
Yeah. I think they kind of dialed down on the damage a little bit. And also in doing that, they made Rage Arts a bit safer.
Mm-hmm.
They used to be extremely negative in Tekken 7, and now they are negative 15, which everybody can still launch them, but you really kind of have to be focused and on your game to properly punish it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you miss a small window of opportunity, they could potentially come back on you.
Yeah, it definitely does, man. You use it once, man, you're not gonna use it again.
Right.
Yeah, and not only that, it's just like with I think with like I would say the wall breaks. Wall
Hmm.
breaks. It's like some certain stages where like you kind of put the opponent to a wall and then like it explode and then you still keep going. Which then
Oh yeah.
they added that. It was like like holy shit.
Yeah, it's definitely adds another uh, level of depth to the game. Kind of taking a note out of the Mortal Kombat games, the NRS games, and um, just sort of stuff like that. Just interactables, and I don't feel like they're too overpowered. Kind of like what was it? Injustice 2 had some ridiculous ones.
Oh,
Um,
where it's just kind of like where it's just kind of like transitional stages or something like that. Yeah, it was like
yeah,
not like over the top.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
over the top and stuff, but like I like how like the when you trying to do like a ground attack and stuff, like you like can't make contact, but the floor will break. Like
Hmm.
I like how the presentation of it.
Yeah, yeah. It's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. Which is kind of like holy shit, we're going to another stage, like falling through the
Yeah,
floor, and it's like you could keep on going, do like your combo.
absolutely.
Yeah, and the music. The soundtrack of the game, they really never miss with their
Yeah.
soundtrack, and also jukebox is back. You can definitely like switch music, like put whatever kind of music you want to put from like the previous Tekken series.
Yeah. Love that. You could only do it on PlayStation with Tekken 7, but now all consoles, all systems, you can do it, and it's awesome. Like I've changed a bunch of music already. I,
Hmm.
I changed the character select theme to the Tekken 5 character select.
Oh,
It's just
you hated
it's just
the
too good.
hold on, you hated that that character selection with the
Oh god. Whoa.
I was
I
like,
can't
God.
I can't do it, man. I just
I'm not gonna lie, it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
it's
I was really thinking about changing that to like a Tekken Tag, Tekken Tag 1's character select screen or Tekken Tag
oh
2's
yeah.
or Tekken 5.
It was
Either of those three. But like that Tekken 8 one, like I just left it there just to like
the
that's how
meme.
goofy it is.
What's the Tekken 1 or the Tekken 2 is like boom 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 boom
That's
boom
the
boom
first
boom boom
Tekken.
boom boom. Yeah,
That's the first
yeah.
Tekken.
Yeah. I changed the title music to the Tekken 4 airport theme.
Oh, like the main menu.
The no that the airport stage,
Oh
terminal stage.
the airport stage. Yeah.
Yeah, super chill, super chill.
Oh yeah, it's definitely chill. Like I think Tekken 4's music was definitely like one of my favorites. Well,
Yeah, they
especially Tekken Tag Ones. Tekken Tag Ones,
oh
the
yeah, yeah.
console, the PlayStation 2 version. I like that one.
Man, I definitely changed. I found one of the stages and I changed the music to Electric Fountain, like my my favorite Tekken song of all time.
On the Tekken 6 Electric Fountain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's definitely like really iconic. Moonlit Wilderness was definitely another one
Oh,
too.
yeah, that's a
Of
good
Tekken
one.
5. Oh, so damn good.
Mhm.
There's like music that you could change to on the game, but I'm glad they really put the jukebox in like PC and Xbox and stuff instead of just like PlayStation. I'm glad
Yeah.
Neko did that because like I was like, man, y'all like people who don't have a PlayStation, the
Yeah.
like PlayStation version, like damn, y'all missed out. Even like with Tag 2, before then, Tag 2, you could actually put your own music, like you could put like rock music or
Oh
gangsta or like
yeah.
rap music and Tekken and stuff. Like you could definitely do that. But
Yeah.
that's like in the whole like
Put
console
on
and
that
stuff.
Snoop Dogg.
You got the Snoop Dogg and
The
whatever.
the the Tekken Snoop Dogg music.
I was really looking for that in the jukebox. I was wondering if they have the
Oh.
Snoop Dogg track in Tekken Tag 2, but they didn't have it. I was upset. They didn't have it. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, the music was pretty good. Let's get to the story. The story mode in Tekken 8 was something else. It wasn't it like I'll give you my thoughts about the story. It was fleshed out really well because they give you like the rundown on like, okay, here's the events from the first Tekken and the second through like to 7 to like pick up where like, you know, recap like what is happening and stuff before Tekken 8 story.
Just the heads up for anybody watching, potential spoiler alerts.
Oh yeah. Spoiler alert. Okay, if you have not did the story, if you don't have Tekken 8 and you don't have Tekken 8 and you like never looked at the story mode, I would say kind of skip forward to like our like to a different topic of this review. So I would say like, hey, spoiler alert, skip. It's better if you just skip. It's fair warning. Don't listen to us if you have not looked at the story mode of Tekken 8. Please skip this. But yeah, the story mode is definitely from my like thoughts about story mode is definitely incredible for what I experienced. And hold on a second. It's my OBS is kind of like freezing, acting up. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. All right. Oof. But yeah, the story was like, I think one of my favorite parts throughout the story was when Jin kind of like he lost his devil gene. When Jin lost his devil gene and he has to go back to where his mom June, like the Yakushima, was the whole like nature stage and stuff. He has to go back to like find himself.
Yeah, that was really, really cool. I like that part.
It was really cool seeing that. And not before then, it was like the tournament when Kazuya announced the tournament that like whoever can competes it, and you have to fight for your country or whatever. And if you lose, your country, you and your country is gonna die. Is gonna fall. I was like, bro, wait, excuse me? Like, wait, yo, hold up, Kazuya, wait a minute. Like,
chill out, bro.
I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't what happened to the tournament I love. This ain't we never had anything like this.
But like, how do you even determine that whenever a tournament comes out to like a single winner at the end?
Yeah.
Is it just like one person in his country get to live, or
it's like is everybody gonna get to live? It's like if I lose and the US depended on me and I lose and everybody dies, and I have my own friends, like what, like that's no, that's risky. That's really risky and stuff. And like I like how like in the story that you can choose which character you want to play, like during like when the tournament was happening.
Oh yeah, that was really cool. I like that a lot.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty sick. I like how they did it, and I like that's incredible because like not only that, because like you don't have to like with every chapter, it's not just like do one chapter, you play like a certain character, throughout the whole chapter. No, you have to play a variety of characters in several chapters. And it's really fun.
Yeah, I thought it was really good too. I really like it's like you would go through the story and it's very, very cinematic, and then you would come up to the gameplay and it's like, okay, I'm playing Jin, and then you would get into this area where it's like, oh, okay, you know, this is totally different. This is what's happening. And like you mentioned, the tournament, and that was really cool. And it gave you the opportunity to play as other characters on the roster. And then like another sequence that I thought was really cool is like, okay, they didn't just stick to something like that was the same and roll with that throughout the whole story. Like the next sequence is like, okay, you play as Jin for a bit, and then you have like the whole like Dynasty Warrior sort of
Oh, the
Tekken Force.
Dynasty Warrior style Tekken Force. Yeah, that was one of the other parts that I liked throughout the story. That's like, dude, you play different characters in like this Tekken Force style mode, which I definitely want to see a full mode of that, like DLC. Like, give me that mode, because the way how it was like function was like completely was sick. And still, like when you get to the character that you want to play throughout that, when it got to my boy King, I lost shit. I lost shit.
Yeah.
I was like, even like the people were talking about him. It's like, wait, who's this guy? Like, people were chanting his name, and everybody started chanting his name, like King. I was like, here, you're like, yes. I'm getting people RKOs on these guys, giant swings. Like, it's a wrap. It's definitely a wrap.
Yeah.
It's definitely a wrap. And I definitely like about like even like with several characters like Paul and Law. Like Law was kind of pissed off on Paul, where like Paul promised him for like to win the tournament, and like, you know, I'm trying to get this money, but Law was like, no, you owe me. like bro, you owe me. Like, why?
Give me my money.
Like, give me my money.
Dude, Law's a hilarious character.
Yeah, that definitely the chemistry together was hilarious. Even like Azucena with like the coffee shit.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, it's like, wait a minute, you part of like the G Corp? Like, wait a minute, like what?
For coffee.
For fucking like for you fighting for coffee, and like she got her own brand. Like, like what the fuck? Like, what about your family? Like,
yeah.
That's like, okay, well then, all right. I think also what I would say, I like how like when, you know, before they started like fighting against all like the soldiers from the G Corp, like, you know, they're all like riding like motorcycles.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Oh, like, holy shit, that shit was so crazy. Like throughout that chapter, that particular chapter right there.
Yeah,
and the story, and when the story progresses, like Kazuya, like freaking snatched the shit out of Safina's like her arm, like the arm where like she captured, like she has Azazel. Yeah, like Kazuya snatched that shit off of her, and then like he got like the power and summoned Azazel, just beat the fuck out of Azazel. And
I can't believe they brought him back.
Yeah, that was
wild.
Dude, that was wild too. It was like, I was not expecting them to bring them back.
Yeah. Like, and he's massive too. Like and you could just launch him like it's nothing.
Yeah, it was like nothing. That was like, dog, like Azazel is just here to get jobbed. He just gets jobbed. Like, wait, I thought it was a threat. Nah, he's just big. He's just big and stuff. And not only that, like freaking Kazuya, after Kazuya beat Azazel, he takes the power and like becomes like his true devil form.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
he was going off.
Yeah, that was like, dog, that shit is so crazy. And he like, even like when Devil Kazuya, like when Reina was fighting Devil Kazuya and stuff, like he like, she knows, but Kazuya like didn't even like Kazuya like was been thrown off for her.
Yeah.
By that. And like when Kazuya came to the Yakushima trying to hunt down Chin, and he fought Lars, when he fought
Oh
Lars
yeah.
and stuff. Like, bruh, Lars came like freaking Lars got beamed up, and then he went and he got back up, and there was like an anime moment with Lars that it was like shades of Heihachi like brought
Oh
out of him.
yeah.
Which was like, holy fuck. Like that's really crazy though. And then story progresses. Um, when Jin was finding himself and he had to fight his devil form.
Yeah, that was another really cool part because like he goes through all the stages of like his progression as a character
Mm-hmm.
until he finally just fights himself.
Yeah. When he fights himself, like it was like three different stages. Three different stages. Like even when they one part when they show off like the flashbacks when he used to run the Mishima Sabasu. No, yeah, the Mishima Sabasu.
Yeah.
When he was running that and it was like Tekken 6 flashbacks.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like bro, like war like he done all the war crimes that he did.
Yeah. And it's interesting because like so many people are like, "Oh, Jin's a bad guy. Jin's like just as bad as Kazuya because he started like all these wars and blah blah blah." But like people don't really look into it and understand that the whole reason why Jin even did that was to draw out Azazel so that he could kill him and end this curse.
Mm-hmm.
And he does that, but people still saw him to be like this war criminal. And a
Yeah.
lot of people like just, oh, Jin's actually a bad guy. Like, no, actually he's not.
Not really. Not really. Just because he was like running shit like back in 6 and stuff, but like he kind of like has a chance to like redeem himself.
Right. Yeah.
Like this is like pretty much his redemption arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even like when like the third part of him fighting against like his devil form, that
Mhm.
like when Jin told his devil form to like, hey, look, like break these chains off of me, like break
Yeah.
these chains off of me, and the devil Jin's like, okay, say less.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty cool though because you play as Devil Jin instead of Jin the third time. I like
Oh
how the
yeah.
cameras kind of switch, kind of like just switch and stuff. Like, oh, you
Yeah.
thought you playing? Oh, you thought you playing Jin? No, Devil Jin. The camera just kind of like made a
Yeah.
360.
Yep. I was confused at that point. I was like, "Oh wait, what?
Yeah,
I'm not playing Jin. I'm playing Double Jin."
yeah. Which is like, bruh. It's like okay, well then. So after that, when Jin is like, hey, look, I need to like to protect my people and stuff. Like, would you do that for me? And Devil Jin is like, you know what? All right, I accept your offer, accept your wish. And it's like Jin's like, oh, you protected me this whole time. I'm like, yeah, yeah. And it,
Hey,
go
I
ahead.
I know we kind of in the depths of the story, but can I just say I appreciate Namco dropping in all that screen time for Harong.
Oh
Like
shit.
they really gave him a lot of spotlights.
Oh yeah. Speaker stuff about Horong's story. I
Bro,
know that's your
like,
boy.
oh yeah, they dropped him. They put him in the main like arena tournament to fight Jin along with Reina. And he got his moment walking in. He got his moment in the stage. Like so much screen time, bro. That was awesome. And then of course he had screen time whenever they were fighting on the battlefield and stuff. And then of course like helping out against Kazuya whenever he had turned into Devil Kaz, like
Mm-hmm.
his true form. And yeah, dude, like they really gave Harong a lot of screen time. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, they really definitely did. They really did like give some of the characters a really like good amount of screen time. Good amount of screen time, and like I like how there was one scene where they're like all the characters they were like fighting Devil Kazuya. They like had this slow motion walk like it's the fucking Avengers and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was like, dog.
Fucking lasers everywhere and shit.
Right? There's like whole lasers and shit. Like damn, it's like everybody's getting worked on, but it's like they holding on their own.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Mm-hmm. Freaking like Claudio getting bodied too. Cause cause he shoot that arrow shit that he had.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna like put like a big amount of damage on Kazuya, but Kazuya like he reacted.
Oh yeah, he did. But then he turned it right back on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, oh no, he missed.
I was like, oh shit. Like that was his that was his last shot.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
He's like, nah, bro, I can turn this thing around.
Mm-hmm. Like, bro, he thought he did, but he that was a good attempt.
Yeah.
The damn. What else? Oh yeah. Freaking. Okay. I was gonna say after like Jin got his old forms, Jin he actually freaking gaining angel powers from.
Oh yeah, that was like I could have saw that coming, but I really wasn't waiting for it to happen.
Mm-hmm. Cause it looks really odd. It looks like angel Jin getting angel powers.
He looks like he was a Final Fantasy character.
That was what it kind of looked like. It kind of looked like Final Fantasy 14 mixed with like Saint Seiya.
Yeah.
Like that's how I saw it. That's like, dude, Jin is like a freaking like an anime, like a final form of an anime character. That's like from like this is like the final episode, and he's about to use like his ultimate power.
Right. Yeah. I thought it was cool though. Like the fight and everything at the end, like with him being in angel form, like it was fun.
Yeah, that's like it's like when him and Kazuya they were fighting like in their like angel devil forms, they was like, yo, like this fight ain't enough over here. Let's take this shit up like outer space.
Yeah. They're like bomb. They've like freaking destroyed a part of the Earth, and it just flies into orbit.
It flies into orbit. And I was like, yo, like y'all still fight? Like,
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, y'all gonna
like-
continue fight up there? It's like, yo, that shit is nuts. And especially like, Angel Jin, his rage art was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty sick though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like straight up JRPG vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when the meteor, like when they were like coming down back to Earth, and like I like how they did this when they came down to Earth and they went back to their normal forms. It really kind of like it showed off to where like the first Tekken 8 trailer happened.
Yeah. When they supposedly didn't have their powers, right?
Yeah, when they didn't have their powers, like they were fighting like this, like in a rainy environment, like this whole chaotic, like lightning, tornadoes, and shit. I was like, dog, like, is that how? Like, bro, I can't believe they did that. I was like, dog, like, oh, that's how it happened. And that was pretty cool too. And like the final battle, with Jin versus Kazuya, that Jin was actually using different fighting styles.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like he was using his mom's fighting style. He was using his old
Tekken
karate,
3,
the Kazama style.
dude. When he did the gauntlet thing, the gauntlet thing and stuff that he does, like a Tekken 3, bro, I lost my shit. And then the music from his Tekken 3, his theme music from Tekken 3 hit. That shit went like from here to like here.
Yeah.
It went to like the battle just went to the top. I was like, that was so fucking cool. Like you could do his like Tekken 3 stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then like the third part of it, he uses his mom style, the the Kazama style,
Yeah, yeah.
which is kind of pretty like pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, and then like he after that he did the fusion style where all like styles combine. Like he was doing his Tekken 3 stuff, he's doing the Kasama style, he's doing his own style. That's like,
Yeah.
dude, like the battle just got like really better, got like it gets way more better and better and better.
Oh yeah. It was really good. Like I was pleasantly surprised that Namco and the Tekken team had put so much effort into the story and just like made it honestly like an insanely good story mode, like especially for like fighting games, because fighting games are notorious for having like poor story modes, aside from like the
Or
NRS
mm-hmm.
games. They usually have like really great story modes and extended cinematics and this and that, but Tekken really stepped it up. They
Oh yeah, they definitely did, and I'm glad like they really like took it up. They really took it up a notch on their story because they really care about it. They
absolutely
really wanted to make it like really entertainable, and it's like they really hit it off the bat on like the
right.
presentation, and like it was definitely worth it was really definitely worth the experience of playing it.
Yeah,
They really put their
100%.
yeah, Namco and the Tekken team, they really put their foot on their stuff.
Yeah, I agree 100%. They did
Mhm.
a fantastic job.
Oh yeah. And especially like with the cliffhanger, like when they show her devil.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting. I was like, "Wait, hold up.
Yeah,
Okay."
which is like, yo, this shit ain't over. Like, damn, this shit ain't even over.
Yeah, and speaking of, like, throughout the whole story, I was like, "Well, huh, I guess they only brought June back as like a character from the past sort of deal, because they never showed her throughout the whole story. But then at the end, when Kazuya was defeated and you could tell it's her shoes and stuff, she walks up
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, okay, so like you know, does it coincide with the fact that like Kazuya and Jin don't have like the devil forms anymore, or is that like a temporary thing? And like, so what happens now that the devil gene isn't like part of the story, or and
mm-hmm.
then June is involved, like supposedly she's alive, like, and that's supposed to be proof, I'm guessing.
Yeah. It's just like, what is like, is she like? It's that's still like the question is like, is she still like alive, or is she still like I know after the events of like Tekken 3, like with like Ogre.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just like it's really like still a mystery, especially with like unknown. I don't know if it's like if it's her like her form or just something else too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still like needs to be like explained.
Yeah.
But overall, I think like the story was definitely incredible. Definitely
Yeah.
incredible. I definitely love the story mode of Tekken 8.
Yeah, I agree. And guess if I'd have to give it a rating, not to be cliche or anything, but like right around an 8, I'd say. Maybe like an 8.5 is, in my opinion, how the story played out, and it was just super good.
Mm-hmm. I got you. It's understandable. That's a good score. 8.5 for the story part
Mhm.
and stuff. Yeah. Think okay. Let's start switching gears. Just like what's the story? Um, on okay. Online practice content in general, like outside of like the story. Uh, how did you feel about like what? Neko and the Tekken team done that like with practice mode, like it gives like new people that like if they wanted to try which character that they like doing combos and stuff.
Oh yeah, so the special style. Um, I think the special style is great for people who want to see the capabilities of their character, without implementing something that I guess completely reduces any type of execution for the character. So like, yeah, it'll help you, but it's not gonna essentially play the game for you or like make things so significantly easy that it's you're not pressing like one or two buttons to do extremely executable moves, execution heavy moves. Whereas I don't know, I'm still not vibing with the modern controls for Street Fighter. But I guess that's just me.
I definitely get you. I get you. Yeah, because like for people who like trying to get into Tekken and would never ever actually touched a Tekken game and stuff at all, but I feel like that's the kind of introduction. And I would say especially I'm glad they did. I'm glad what Neko the Tekken team did this that they give the characters combo challenges instead of sample
Yeah.
combos. Not just sample combos, but combo challenges.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great feature to add. Makes you gives you an idea of how like the characters' combos will play out whenever
Mm-hmm.
you want to learn the character, you want to see what they're capable of, and just having those trials really I think helps out combo wise.
Yeah. Not only just help them combo wise, but matchup wise, cause the replay feature where like you watch your matches and then they give
Mhm.
you tips on like okay,
Oh
this is what you
yeah,
should have punished, this is what you should have punished and stuff like that. You want to train this, want to practice this part out. Like
right, right,
no fighting game has not done that. Tekken is the first fighting game franchise that does that.
yeah.
They will like put tips and they let you practice on it and stuff. And it's like that was pretty like a good detail.
Yeah, it's incredible that you can just like like I just played a match online and oh, I played against Jin and he was doing this weird setup and I don't know how to deal with it. Well, you can go back to that replay, select it, and then find the sequence that you were getting hit by, or you didn't know what to do in that situation, and you can take over. You
Yeah.
can you can be like, okay, I'm gonna see what my options are by going back to my replay, which I think is incredible.
Oh yeah. I'm really glad they did that because like there's no need, like there's really no excuse to like get like upset because you can definitely go back to your matches and see what you done wrong, and then like you can correct on it and stuff.
Right.
Like the next time you run into this character online, you can definitely like okay, hey, just gotta know what you want to do, and it's like hey, you can get better at it.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
That is really incredible. So kudos to the Tekken team. They really did that. I'm glad they
Yeah.
did that. That's something that's really needed. It was really needed for that.
Also, being able to uh, up- access the practice mode while in queue for ranked and like player matches and stuff
Yeah.
is super helpful. Which also, I don't know if you knew, but say you're in queue and you're waiting and you're labbing something and you're like, oh, that's interesting, I want to practice that more. You can actually turn off the queue while you're in queue so you can sit there and practice.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, you can definitely do that. I'm glad they did that and stuff. Speaking of online, glad that Tekken 8's finally crossplay. It's finally
Oh yeah.
crossplay, and
Yep.
even like the netcode, like okay, from my online experience, mostly it's been good for me. Like
Yeah.
there was kind of some lags from here and there, but overall I didn't run into like a bad like match with like bad lag or
Hmm.
anything. I have not run into that because it's been mostly good, a little bit bad, but overall it's just like it just was running smooth. It was running
Right.
smooth for me. Well, what about like Drago? What about yours? What about your experience on it?
Um, for the most part, it's been positive. I've had pretty solid connections. There's definitely been a number of cases where, um, like I'll be playing somebody and it'll feel like there's a lag spike every like 5 to 6 seconds. Really weird. And then I'll have like other situations where it feels like everything's kind of like slowed down. But those are obviously rare cases, and also I always avoid Wi-Fi players, so
Oh
I
yeah.
don't have any
Uh
type of discrepancy in
oh
the
yeah.
in the connection.
Yeah. We don't fight against Wi-Fi
Right.
players and stuff. We don't do that.
No,
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 it's
no.
not worth the headache.
No, no. Get an Ethernet cable. You using Wi-Fi? Get a goddamn Ethernet cable.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Look,
not that expensive. $10,
let me hand you one,
10 or
homie.
$11.
Here you go.
Like here you
Take
go.
the Ethernet cable.
Take the damn Ethernet cable. It will save your life. It will save all the problems that you have. Okay?
Yes.
Please.
I don't know how people play without that.
It's me either. That's just like, man, like with Wi-Fi, dog, you're not gonna like you're not gonna have a good time. You're not gonna have a good time like playing
I
Wi-Fi.
just I feel like people that play on Wi-Fi are like just like doing it on purpose. It's like they're trolling. Like
No.
there's no way somebody like intentionally plays on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, definitely. That's just like, come on, dude. Like wire is the best way to go. Wire
Yeah.
is definitely the best way to go and stuff. And just like, dude, like, dog, do you know how much people are using wire and then like their online was running smooth for them? And there's kind of like there's at points to where like online matches where like both people are wired, but it's somehow like it's lag because like
Yeah.
yeah because like one of my homies me and him were fighting and like for some reason we live near the area and stuff, but we somehow was getting lag and stuff. But I
Yeah.
think it's probably like the internet provider, I guess, or something.
Well, I will say there's definitely been some connection issues, especially whenever it's come to creating lobbies.
Hmm.
I've had not only like um connection issues, but also like in-game glitches where like I'll jump into a game. A lot of times it's during whenever I'm in a lobby with somebody, and it'll automatically just put special controls on my buttons, and I don't even have special controls activated.
Yeah,
Like it's not even an
that's one
option.
thing. Yeah, that's one thing. I was like, why the special controls were on and stuff. Like I took that special style button off, and but it's
Yeah.
like, why is the special style on? That don't make any
A-
sense.
And then you have to go through the whole process. Like sometimes I have to close out of my game completely to fix it, and
Hmm.
it's ridiculous. And I think yesterday I was trying to play games with some folks that I know, and uh like literally every single time I tried to play against this person, the game froze. Like in
Mm,
the introduction for the characters, sometimes before the loading screen even finished loading, it would just freeze, and then it would tell me something about the connection, and then it would throw us both back into the lobby.
hmm.
And then we tried I think 5 or 6 times, same result, just disconnection for no reason. But then I'll turn around and play against somebody else in the lobby and have no issues.
Hmm. Yeah. Not like I had a different situation to where like I was in queue for like rank match, and like for some reason when like okay I matched up with somebody, okay, wire and stuff like that. We're trying to
Mhm.
wait for the game to load up to like the match and stuff and get to like the versus screen, whatever. But somehow I always like ended up with like black screen for some odd
Yeah.
reason. Some odd reason and stuff, and I had to close the game out. I had to close the game out and had to come back in to like do it all over again. Like, come on.
Yeah. They definitely have some things that they need to work on, some changes that need to be made, like just with the game itself, bug fixes. I know for sure Fang still has a glitch where when he uses his rage art, and I think it's only whenever it hits you, but like after he hits you with rage art, the camera like follows him specifically. So it's it's really weird because it's like the camera's being pulled to a certain direction, and it looks weird, and it's very confusing and distracting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's kind of weird. Where I haven't really kind of like went in that experience. I haven't experienced that, but I ran to a Fang, but I didn't get that. I didn't get that on that part. But like yeah, but
Yeah.
but at least there is some stuff they still need to fix. Even though like there's gonna be a patch. There's definitely gonna be a patch. It's gonna hit tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
From what I saw on their Twitter page, cause like damn, that's like they're about to hit a patch before Street Fighter Six even even got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, but of course, like we're recording, like it's definitely going to be coming out and stuff. But um, with the online, oh yeah, the online ranking system, they finally organized that shit. Like
Yeah.
instead of like 5 or 6 different ranks of a color, it's just three and eight, like three ranks in one color.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad they sorted that shit out.
Yeah. They definitely condensed it. It was 37 ranks in Tekken 7, and now it's 30 ranks in
But
Tekken 8.
yeah, so I'm glad they did that because it's hard to tell when do I need when is my promotion and stuff like that. Because back in the day, it's like when you grind for rank and stuff, and then it's just like you win so much, like when the hell is my rank? Like where's my promotion and stuff?
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm. Uh. Okay. So, oh. Before we get to the final verdict, let's talk about some real quick. Customization. How'd you feel about it on this new one?
I feel like some things they added were really great. Um, there's a lot of options. There's a lot of things that you can customize and do. But also, I feel like there's a lot of limitations for reasons I'm not understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So like characters and their primary outfits cannot be swapped out. Like you can't like wear, Jin's jacket and then swap it out to wear like shorts or something with some sneakers. Like you have to have the entirety of the main outfit for the character and customize just that. I don't
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why they would change that. It's a little weird to me. Um Also like eye colors, like they have specified eye colors instead of giving you like a color wheel for it. They toned down like a lot of the accessories that you can get. So like now you don't there's no swords, no katanas, there's no pistols. Like there's a lot of like accessories that kind of would really help to express your character customizations, and it's extremely limited in some aspects. Also, certain outfits, well, not certain. I think all outfits. I've noticed that there are certain sections when coloring the outfits that you can't change at all for some reason. So like Jen, for example, you can't change the colors on his pants. Like
Mm,
you can change like the main like black color on it, but like all the designs on it, you can't touch that at all. And
yeah.
it's just super weird.
Yeah, I definitely majorly agree with you because like there was like some stuff like there was really like the customization option is feels so limited and it's like like they really didn't like put more. Like I really want them to add more stuff, like add more accessories because the stuff they took out that used to be like from 7 like is not even there anymore. Even
Yep.
like with the coloring on the costumes
Hmm.
and it's like you can't have a color on one certain detail of like the costume of like one part like the pants and stuff you can't change. There's one certain color you can't change but the other you
Yeah.
can, and it's just like it really feels weird too. It really feels weird, but there's like of course there's people that like they like know how to utilize like with the customizing characters and stuff because the shit that we saw on social media and
Yeah.
even like especially online, have you run into like a dark skin a character who like somebody made a dark skin version of him like a Kazuya like we see like dark skin Kazuya online or dark skin Jin or freaking dark skin Dragonov and stuff. And it's just what is going on here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really it's just like what is this customization on that and stuff?
Yeah.
But there's some it was pretty epic too. There's like some customizations that was really epic. Like I seen like somebody made like a Power Ranger customization with Yoshimitsu, a green one.
Oh yeah,
It just
I
looks
did the
pretty
same
dope.
thing.
I just say they do. I just made one for Yoshi. It was like a black. It was a black ranger, but it's
Oh,
like
nice.
but it was like the Zeo, Power Ranger Zeo, but it's the black ranger with like a gold armor, shit like that.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's
I
pretty.
made the I made the Green Ranger like you had said. Um, also, I think probably the most popular character that everybody's made so far is Leon, because like just everybody's made Leon. They have like the perfect hair for him. They have the perfect jacket and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh
I ended
yeah.
up making I made Lars into Leon, but then I also felt like I needed to make Feng Wei into Leon. So
Hey,
I've
go.
got like this insanely like chiseled jaw, just angry looking Leon.
Yeah. I made like for me like King. I made King the Powder Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So good.
I remember like I do. As soon as I saw the toast bread, I was like for everybody. I was like, gave me a good idea. I was like, all right, cool. And then I made for another customization for King was like I made King like a Batista fit. Like he
Oh
has a white
nice.
white turtleneck and like he used to have Batista used to rock like those fits like back in the day, but it was pretty like a homage to that and stuff. But overall, like there's like customizations. I mean, it's pretty good, but we really like want more. We really like want
Yeah,
more on
yeah.
like the customization options. If you
I was
did give
able
us that.
to I was able to turn Lee into Doom Guy.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, yeah, like the same Power Ranger helmet, but like everything's like green. And then of course he's already got a gun on his hip with like the armor he's wearing, and then I gave him a shotgun, so like it really worked out. And then for Raven, uh Raven I turned into all of the Mortal Kombat ninjas. I have
Dude,
all 10 of my custom slots are Mortal Kombat ninjas.
dog, I think somebody already actually did that, but it's just like I was like, damn, somebody already on it. Dude, somebody freaking made Jack 8 to John Cena.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's like the shirtless with the shorts, and they had like the green hat. It had the
Uh-huh.
the face. The face is definitely completely. It really like had me hollering and stuff. It was like
Dude,
hilarious.
dude, I even had Chrome in there.
Oh, Chrome! Oh shit! Fucking Chrome!
Yeah, yeah,
Holy shit, dude! That's hilarious. But yeah, like customization. I mean, it's pretty good, but we just need more.
yeah,
Um, but
definitely.
yeah, okay. So final verdict. Okay, what's the score you could give for Tekken 8? And
Honestly, as a whole, um, story, uh, offline is very rich in things to do. Online has some great things, along with offline and online, they have Tekken Ball, which is super fun.
mm-hmm.
Um, you have like the arcade quests, which lets you kind of experience what it's like to go to the arcade, and you can sort of experience an like a what it's like to be a part of the tournament scene and be a part of the Tekken World Tour.
Yeah.
The story was great. Um, the character story chapters, I'm so glad they brought that back.
Oh
Like the
yeah.
ending cinematics for each character, great job. Um, I liked Harung's ending, but I have to say Brian's is my favorite. It was so good. It was so funny. But yeah. Um, they could probably use a little bit of tweaking on the online. More additions to the customization. Few bug fixes here and there, and I got nothing to complain about. So in my opinion, I give Tekken 8 a solid 9 out of 10.
Okay. Agree. That's definitely agreeable. I definitely I can definitely agree with your score right there. For me, like of course the story is definitely a fun ride, definitely incredible gameplay like super super fun, super incredible. I think online it still needs some tweaks. It needs some tweaks. It needs like some fixes, but overall, I mean, all like Neko is definitely like it's really good. From my experience,
Hmm.
it's definitely really mostly good. I haven't
Yeah,
really like have any majorly bad issues with it. Uh, customization is really customization options. We really need that. It's like more customization options. Think off the Super Ghost Battle Arcade Quest. We we forgot to talk about that, but with like it
oh yeah,
shows, yeah. But what you said about that is like it's definitely like give you like a rundown of like how to like being like in the tournament scene and create your own avatar too. Creating your own avatar, those Xbox 360 looking ass
oh
avatars,
yeah,
and
yeah,
like it's and like you can really like show like what the tournament scene is all about and stuff. It
yeah.
gives you like the feel on like the arcade feel like that you used to have like back when the days where you go to arcade and stuff and like the brand new Tekken game just came out and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
definitely it was definitely really cool. Tekken Ball is definitely a fun mode, especially for offline and online. And also, but yeah, and even like with the replay factor and just like giving you tips and everything with practice mode. And yeah, I mean, just need a little bit of fixes, more customization options, and yeah, I really have nothing to like, even want to like complain about or anything. I would say for me, a solid 9 out of 10, and like of course that's my kind of like my score on it. And also like one more question, I know you're gonna get this answer and stuff. Do you see yourself in the long run with Tekken 8?
yeah. 100%. I think Street Fighter 6 is a fantastic game. Not not really my style. I can definitely see myself going back to it to try it out and like, kind of vibe with it. Mortal Kombat 1, I'm still waiting for Ermac to come out, obviously, so I
Hmm.
can really kind of dive into it and see how
Yeah.
the game is and how Ermac plays in the game. But like overall, like Tekken 8's really holding my interest more than any fighting game that's out right now.
Pretty much the big three. It's
Yeah.
definitely like out of like the big three, I feel like Tekken 8's launch is definitely more successful than the other two. Because like all the content, the single player content that they have and
Yeah,
stuff.
I feel like it's pretty close to being on par with Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, I would say
Like
it's a tie. Like I would say it's a tie with Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6. Both of them are really
yeah,
great in their own right.
right, exactly. Yep. I agree.
They're really great on their own right and stuff. So it's definitely incredible to see that out like Tekken 8 is definitely off to a great start and stuff. Everybody's having fun with this game. We're definitely looking forward to like the first Tekken World Tour with this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like it's gonna be like popping up. Like, did they announce anything like what's like when they're gonna start with like the Tekken World Tour, whatever, with this?
Oh yeah, yeah. Tekken World Tour is starting in April.
Oh, in April. Oh shit, our birthday
Yep.
month. Let's go.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Starting off with I want to say the first Tekken World Tour event is going to be Evo Japan, which I think is also in April, if
Also
I'm
in
not
April.
mistaken.
Okay. Yeah. Evo Japan. Yeah, Evo Japan is definitely coming up. But yeah, the definitely competitive scene is gonna be eating with this
Oh
game.
yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah.
especially with the DLC. Especially with the
Mhm.
DLC since Eddie is coming out in
Oh
spring.
yeah.
So somewhere
Hell
around like
yeah.
April or May. April or May,
Mhm.
that's like my prediction and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, so yeah, so that's pretty much it of the Tekken 8 review stuff. We already like hit past the hour. Hit
Yep.
past the hour and stuff. So before we actually end this review, Drago, you want to put your plug into your social
Oh
media?
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. If you want to check out any of my content on YouTube, you can follow Dragosiege. And then if you want to check out any cosplays or anything of that sort on Instagram, it's Dragosiege Cosplay. And then if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's Dragosiege.
All right. Yeah, this man's a Horong freak. He's a Horong main. I know this man since like fucking 7 years now, almost 7 years.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah. Definitely. Okay. Definitely. For me, you can catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/MadMike54, or you could just sub right here, MadMike54, YouTube, MadMike54, or you can follow me on Twitter at MikeJones_Mad, or my Instagram, which is the same as my Twitter handle at MikeJones_Mad for like Twitch clips or even like sometimes cosplay stuff, but mostly be like highlights from stream highlights and stuff. So that's pretty much it right there, man. And there's soon there's gonna be some Tekken 8 content on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, especially Dragos. Especially Dragos, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's it. So thank you guys for listening to our thoughts on for Tekken 8. It's an incredible, fun fighting game. Namco and the Tekken team busted their ass all working on this game, and we were just patiently waiting. And now it's out, and everybody is enjoying the most fun that they can. And like, we're definitely looking forward to like high level Tekken action in the competitive part of it. And yeah, dude, we're definitely gonna be in for a long ride with this game.
Oh yeah,
Most
absolutely.
definitely and stuff. So yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. So peace, everybody. Deuces.
Peace.